Hey, what's going on, team? We had a question come in today about can I put muscle on after the age of 40? And of course, the answer to that is of course. But I think what the person was really asking is can I, not can a person, and if you look at him, he's a pretty, what we would call a trained individual. This guy's probably been hitting the gym 20 plus years, he knows his way in and out of the weights. So can a trained individual put on muscle post 40? Well, let's look at the top 3 things that are going to help you do that. One, you got to look at training volume. Is it feasible that you can increase training volume from previous training stages, previous macro cycles? So I know when I was a kid, I was doing double sessions, things of that nature. Are you able to add volume to that at this point in your life? Do you have that kind of gym time, and do you have the kind of dedication? Not dedication like you're not dedicated if you can't, but you're literally competing with someone that might have had a lot more time, energy, and less stress to put into the gym. So number 2 would be recovery. So let's just say, I can go through a season where I really increase my training volume under the appropriate metabolic stress. Great. Number 2 would be recovery. At the age of 40 or over, do you have the recovery capacity? Like, for example, are you in maybe a business growth phase right now, or you're trying to work on retirement, or you're raising kids? All those things add to stress. Is your sleep going to be optimized at the age of 40? Or, again, you're dealing with kids waking up in the middle of the night and whatnot. Other stress factors, so work stress, okay, I mentioned building a business, growing in a business, working your way up the corporate ladder. All of those things are stresses, so are those things higher or lower? Chances are your stress and ability to recover was probably a lot better, okay, lower stress when you were younger than when you're 40 plus years old. But something to consider. It's not impossible to control stress 40 and over. It just might be a little bit harder than it was without the stressors that you didn't have 20 years ago. And then finally, hormones. After the age of 28, your hormones typically start to decline, particularly testosterone. So you're dealing with less of that particular substrate. You can look, if you're male or female nowadays, if you're 40 and over and you're symptomatic, low energy, low sex drive, things of that nature, they may put you on HRT. However, they're not going to put you on HRT and give you the same testosterone levels that you had probably when you were, 22. They're probably going to put you on the normal end of a 40-year-old female or male, or however old you are. Now, you may get lucky and have a physician or an HRT clinic that puts you on the level of optimal, okay, which then might make it a little bit more feasible to put on muscle from a hormonal standpoint. But those are the 3 things that you would want to consider. So can it happen? Absolutely, it can happen. But you look at possibility versus probability. So again, are you able to increase your training volume under the right metabolic stress? Are you able to normalize or optimize your hormones? If you need to, if you're symptomatic or diagnosed with low T or anything like that. And then are you able to focus on recovery? Hope this helps. And now go hit that gym, put on some muscle.